Hey guys, so Lord here, back again with another review, and today we're finally going to be taking a look at the Four Horsemen Studios Mythic Legion's Reinforcements Bronze Dwarf Legion Builder. Now before we get started here, let us first take a look-see at both the front and the back of the packaging. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now before we get into the meat and taters of this review, the Bronze Dwarf Legion Builder does come with a plethora of accessories. First up, the Bronze Dwarf does come with the larger version of the broadsword we are used to seeing in this line. Next up, he comes with this standard knight-looking shield with nothing on the front, but I'm sure you could find a decal or sticker or something to throw on there to kind of spruce it up a bit. As well as this big old honkin' battle axe, which you can of course make a double-headed battle axe with this piece here, so long as you remove the little spike right there. And it should be worth noting that I really like the colors on this guy's weapons. I think the gold just really pops amongst all the kind of dark colors of his armor. And last but certainly not least, the Bronze Dwarf Legion Builder does come with a pair of shoulder pauldrons and the trademark Mythic Legion's belt strap that you can store the sword in. So with that being said, let us now move on to the aesthetics and articulation. Taking a closer look at our Bronze Dwarf here, and is it just me, or is this guy the farthest thing from bronze? He looks more gunmetal or black to me. Let me know in the comments below. Even his accoutrements here on his helmet and weapons don't really look bronze, they look more gold. So, you know, kind of interesting they call him the Bronze Dwarf Legion Builder when there is clearly no bronze on the figure. But the mind boggles, I guess. Moving on from that, though, I'm probably going to turn this guy into a goblin, to be honest with you, because there is that extra goblin head that comes with the Goblin Legion Builder, and the color matches this guy pretty well. So I'm probably going to pop his head off and swap that head on once all is said and done. So, you know, it is Mythic Legions, and much like Burger King, you can have it your way. As long as you have the parts, that is. I don't have any parts for a Keltis, so I don't have a Keltis, but, you know. Yeah, no. You know how that goes. But as far as articulation on this guy goes, going to try and make this as quick and painless as possible, because we've taken a look at several Mythic Legions over the past couple of weeks. Yeah, I don't know what to expect by now. Nothing shy of greatness. That's right. But articulation on this guy, his head will move around. He does have this cool kind of metal beard thing going on the helmet here. Almost like samurai-esque. That's pretty cool. But you can look side to side, look up and down. That's cool. He has a neck that rotates as well. I will say the horn attachments aren't as tight on this guy as they are on some other figures. At least the ones he comes with. I've swapped some other parts onto this guy before and they fit okay, I guess. Shoulders go out to the side. Decent. Back down. Forward and back. He has a single joint at the elbow with rotation. Swivel at the gauntlet. Swivel at the wrist. Hinge at the wrist. Ball joint in the torso. And then his hips do kick out. Back down. Forward and back. He has a thigh cut. Single joint at the knee. Swivel at the foot, hinge at the foot, and a rocker with peg holes at the bottom of the feet. But the stand he does not come with, but you could always rig something up, right? And the legs are really why he's a dwarf. I think the arms are pretty much normal sized, I think. But the legs are why he's a dwarf. I mean, look at that. They're like half as long as a regular figure. But I gotta tell you, even though he is like half the size of a normal figure, it doesn't feel like you're getting ripped off here. I think you're getting enough in the box to warrant the price point, which this guy did clock in at the, what, $25 price point. So even then, that's still not bad. especially since we're all familiar with what the fine folks at Hasbro give us for Marvel Legends these days. So, with that being said, let's now move on to some size comparisons. First up, here's our Bronze Dwarf Legion builder, next to a couple other Dwarven characters from the Mythic Legions line, King Bromden Ironjaw and the Cavern Dwarf Legion builder. Next up, here he is alongside a bulkier Goblin character, Gonks, and another Dwarven character, Torgon Redfin from the House of the Noble Bear. And last, but certainly not least, we have our two regulars, Brother Mandibulus, the 11 Spawn, who, spoiler alert, towers over everyone. I mean, come on, it is a dwarf figure after all. So with that being said, time to wrap things up. Some final thoughts. Overall, and even though I am not the biggest dwarf fan when it comes to Mythic Legions, those of you who know me personally know that I tend to roll with the boneheads from Congregation of Necronominus as opposed to these little guys. I gotta be honest with you, even though you're not getting as much figure in terms of height, it doesn't feel like you're getting ripped off here. I think the four Horsemen are really good at giving you value per dollar, even when the figures aren't necessarily the same height as, say, the 1.0 male bucks or even some of the 2.0 female bucks. This is a 1.0 short, stocky, thick, chunky buck, and it feels like you're getting the same amount as if you bought a normal-sized figure. So for that and that alone, I would highly recommend you pick one of these little guys up. I will be reviewing the Goblin Legion builder next week, which is an even smaller figure, but unlike this guy, I think he comes with a little bit more in terms of accessories. I have to double check that, but it definitely seems like he did last I messed around with him. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you are so inclined, please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know whenever I upload more reviews like this one. If you haven't already, please hit me up on Instagram at Overlord Productions, as well as the Mythic Legions Cabal over on Facebook and or Instagram. Be a part of the Legions community, but as always, keep the comments civil, because the world sucks enough as it is. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.